Hello and welcome back to Stomp City, where today I'll be bringing you the second pay-per-view of the Rewriting Wrestlemania series. Today it will be WWE Fastlane 2016. It's held in apparently Puerto Rico. I didn't actually select an arena, but that's fine, I guess, since we're on pay-per-view. So the first match is a pre-show match with Bubba Ray Dudley defeating Dorada in 10 minutes after a pinfall with a handful of tights. During the match, we had a distraction from Devon Dudley. Again, this is just another test for Dorada, just to get his popularity up and just to test him out, really. And he gets the D+ in this one. In the game, Bubba Ray Dudley's a pretty good worker, so I've put him against him, and he's put on a decent match. And he's improving in Rumble skills as well, so that's good to see. Next up, we've got a women's match where Sasha Banks defeats Brie Bella after a Banks statement, making her tap out. Brie Bella seemed off her game tonight, and Sasha Banks and Brie Bella have great chemistry, and it showed in their performance. It's a good sign of things to come for the women's wrestling tonight. Hopefully, the women's championship match is even better than this one, but we'll have to see how that goes. And yeah, there's nothing really to note on that one. These are the road agent notes. This is just to get the crowd going, and now we're going to go into the main show, where we open with the New Day cutting a promo on the Hardys. I didn't really write anything for this one, I just wanted, standard New Day promo. And this got a C just to kick off the show, going into the tag match, where the New Day defeated the Hardy Boys after 12 minutes when Kofi Kingston defeated Jeff Hardy by pinfall with a midnight hour after a distraction from Xavier Woods, and the New Day make title defense number 9 of their tag team championships. And Xavier Woods did some good work at ringside. Jeff Hardy seemed off his game, which is a shame, and the Hardy Boys showed excellent chemistry again. And then it says Jeff Hardy looked good out there, so I'm not really I don't know how it can be both, but okay then, game. And that might be why, because I made Jeff Hardy keep strong, because he was taking the loss. I did that because Jeff Hardy got the pin on Raw, and yeah, I don't want to just make Matt look the worst out of the two, so I just sort of evened it out there. But we did keep him strong, which is good. And that got a C, so yeah, we'll just move on to the next match. Next up, this is a spontaneous match that I booked when I saw I didn't have enough matches to fill the time. So we've just gone for Okada defeating Sami Zayn in 10 minutes with a Rainmaker. At the minute, Sami Zayn is just sort of a mid-card jobber, but he will be getting a push towards Mania, as I do have a match planned for him there. And yeah, Okada is improving in Rumble skills. So from here, Sami Zayn will be getting a good push, but we just want to give Okada a win on the pay-per-view. So yeah, again, C+, that's good. Next up, the women's title match in a submission match ended after 12 minutes after Charlotte defeated Natalya with a figure 8 after a distraction from Ric Flair, and makes her defense number 1 of her WWE Women's Championship. The Divas Revolution storyline has advanced with this segment, and Ric Flair did good work at ringside. Charlotte was the victor. Natalya should be distracted by Ric Flair. I said as well, go all out for a great bout. I'm a bit disappointed by the rating, D+, considering the pre-show where we had Sasha Banks get a C- with Brie Bella. But yeah, I think, I'll probably put Sasha Banks in more prestigious matches on Raw, because I haven't really featured her yet. But yeah, she'll be making more appearances, and maybe so will Brie. Next up, we go into the United States Championship match with Samoa Joe defeating Kalisto in 15 minutes by submission with a Kaklina clutch. And Samoa Joe wins the WWE United States Championship. And the Kalisto Rise story has advanced with this segment. And the match was open, and Kalisto has been kept strong. And Samoa Joe is improving in performance skills. And Samoa Joe celebrates in the ring with his Heyman Dynasty buddies Okada and Paul Heyman, and then the lights go out. And then Corey Graves says, "Is that Finn Balor?" And he has his buddies from his faction in Japan. And Renee Young says, "Oh my God, Graves, it's Finn Balor, Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows. This is what the We Are promos have been all about." And then they beat down the members of the Heyman Dynasty. And Corey Graves says, "It's Brock Lesnar, the Beast. He's here." And then it's a 3-on-1 beatdown on Brock, leaving him flat out in the ring. And Cole says, "Brock has the #1 contenders match up next. How is he going to compete?" So we've had the debut of Bulletproof, as they are now going to be known. Obviously, this is a Bullet Club spin-off, and we've got Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, and Finn Balor has taken out Samoa Joe and Okada. Brock Lesnar has tried to make the save, but now he's been left out flat out in the middle of the ring ahead of his #1 contenders match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Luke Gallows sadly underperformed, and Carl Anderson performed poorly in this segment. It got a D, which isn't that bad. Finn Balor was underperforming, so that's a bit annoying. But hopefully, they start to improve in this area. And the Brock Lesnar performance was fantastic, and the Heyman Dynasty storyline has advanced with this segment. And Brock Lesnar is improving in acting and is learning to show more charisma. Luke Gallows is improving at acting and is learning to show more charisma too, and so is Carl Anderson. So that's that segment. We've got two stables going head to head now, and then we go into the #1 contenders match, which got a B-, and in a bout that featured great action and a good crowd. Roman Reigns defeated AJ Styles, Rey Mysterio, and Brock Lesnar in 15 minutes, when Roman Reigns defeated Rey Mysterio by pinfall with a spear. Paul Heyman stayed at ringside after his Heyman Dynasty were obviously taken to the back. So we've kept Brock Lesnar as strong as possible in this match. He was beaten down by Bulletproof before the match. He was complaining about taking the loss, despite Rey Mysterio taking the pinfall, which is a bit weird. The match was open. Brock Lesnar was protected. I just wanted to give Roman Reigns a clean win in this one. Despite him being the heel, we need to show that he can actually get the job done when he needs to. So Roman Reigns gets the pin after a spear with a decisive win. So B- again, that's good for the rating. Then we go to an improved match from the last match that we just saw with a B rating, and in a bout that featured great action and average heat. Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Kevin Owens in a cage match in 20 minutes when Shinsuke Nakamura escaped the cage. And Nakamura is now the WWE Intercontinental Champion. And this was a slow build match where the workers should pace the match so it begins slowly and works towards a big finish. And the match was open. And obviously Shinsuke won, and we've got a new Intercontinental Champion. And in the main event, which got a B rating, Dean Ambrose has defeated Triple H in 20 minutes by pinfall with a dirty deeds following a botched interference by Roman Reigns. So Roman Reigns has come out to try and cost Dean the championship, and of course push the authorities' agenda of it being Triple H versus Roman Reigns. Reigns spears Triple H by accident, and Dean Ambrose managed to retain his WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And I'm happy with the matches overall. A B rating I'm expecting, but that's not all for the show. Ambrose escapes the ring quickly holding his belt and goes backstage, and the camera follows.
Hey! Bring me that cooler. Blue one. Yeah. Some cervezas, por favor. It's a celebration. Good times, come on. Seconds left in the game. He shoots, he scores, again. That's what I do. See, I'm like Tiger Woods. Not just because I like the skanks. It's because I am a clutch performer when the string is pulled to its tightest and there is no room for error. I don't make mistakes. I'm ice cold. And now I'm the world champion. Yeah, understand that. Hear it again. I'm the world champion. Taste that. Look at everybody who's held this belt that's made it so important. Look at the history. It's a who's who. And now it's in my hands. All those guys made their mark with this belt. But nobody made a mark as big as mine. Nobody made a sound as loud as mine. Nobody is gonna make a gesture as rude as mine with this belt. I'm gonna use it as a weapon and make a scar across the face of the wrestling industry. Anyone who wants to take this away from me, who doesn't like the sight of me having it, come and get it.
It's a bit weird with that one because Dean Ambrose is struggling when going off script when last time he excelled in it, so I don't know what to think of that. But yeah, C to end the show. It shouldn't damage it too much since it was only a 5-minute promo. And overall, we've got a B, and this show increased star popularity in 11 regions, which is great. And this is our best show so far. Obviously, I think it's helped by the cost of the set, where I've spent an extra $500,000 on a set, which should boost the rating considerably. But yeah, that's our second pay-per-view, and it's the first pay-per-view where I've shaped the card myself. So yeah, I'm happy with that. And it'd be interesting to know what you think of the card overall, and if you've watched every episode, what you think of the build-up, whether I did well or I don't know, maybe I missed something. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, hit that like button and subscribe for more TEW 2013 and general wrestling content. And until next time, peace.